Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the In the Psychic Flow Show with Carolan Carey.
Well, good evening, everyone. This is your host, Carolan, for In the Psychic Flow. I'm talking to you from Sarasota, Florida. Beautiful, hot, hazy, humid 90s weather here today. We've had a week of a lot of rain, which we desperately needed. We can't complain about that because a lot of people are being inundated and flooded out, but it's a baking one today. Not quite sunset yet, pretty soon. We have callers queuing in, so that's wonderful. Thank you, listeners, for waiting patiently. That's very nice of you. I just wanted to mention a couple of things. First of all, let's see. My website is carolancarey.com, CarolanCarey.com, and you can find my reading specials if you have a desire to speak to Dad in spirit. We can do that. I have a special on there. If you and a friend book, you get a discount. So that's on my website. Also, July 11th, we have Myrna Lou, who is a master palmist. She's going to come on our show July 11th, Thursday, 8 to 9. And I will let you know a week or so before so that you can send us your palm print, and she can do some readings on air. So we'll have an hour of that. She won't be able to take calls, obviously, but because she can't read your palm on the radio. But if you want to send us some palm prints, a picture of your palm print, and email that in, we'll be able to do some of those. So that sounds very exciting because I know you're probably getting bored with me. Let me see what else. Now, July is a very special month here in Sarasota. We have the biggest psychic fair in Southwest Florida. Here in Sarasota, the Municipal Auditorium, which is on Route 41, Sarasota, that is Saturday the 27th of July and Sunday the 28th. So please don't miss that. That's a beautiful event put on by Candace Strafford. She runs a lot of mystic fairs, she calls them. That she is an event planner. She does a really great job. There are free lectures. There is a admission fee. I think it's $7. Gets you in. You can listen to lectures all day if you like. If you'd like readers, there are probably at least 30 different types of readers, maybe more than that. A lot of vendors, healing, crystals, stones, you name it, everything. And lectures range from mediumship to psychic to aura reading, all kinds of things. And that is posted by the door when you go in. So please don't miss that event if you are in the Sarasota area. Okay, so enough of that. What else? What did I want to tell you today? There was something I wanted to talk about. I recently, just this week, my daughter was very helpful with my dog, Marley. If you know me, you know I have had Marley for 2 years. And right after I adopted this poor dog that was used as a bait dog in dog fighting, a big American bulldog, we discovered he had multiple myeloma, and we treated him. It was very expensive. I couldn't let him go, so we treated him, and he responded beautifully. His test came back negative, and it was 2 years in December. And he's been lagging and no energy, and I really was in denial that his cancer was back. Well, his cancer is back. So anyway, I wanted to let you know that only because I had to learn to have faith and to handle things, and my daughter was a big help with that. I wasn't sure whether to put him down or what to do because he's a big dog. He's really hard to move in and out of the car or to the vets. And he had collapsed a few times here, and some neighbors carried him and drove us in their truck or SUV or whatever. And so now we know we can't go that far, but at least he's up, standing, eating. He's doing a little bit better today. So I had to learn that I have to have faith and what will be, and that we have only today. That's all we have. That's all any of us have, and to appreciate it more. I kind of get into that languid thing. I'll do it tomorrow or this or that, but now my time is consumed with him. I also have a little Carolan Terrier, a Toto dog, who has dementia and is failing health, but she is doing better than him. She's about 17 years old, maybe a little older, and I have a cat who's about 17. So we're all a bunch of old farts here, actually. And I got news on my knee as well as bone on bone. So I'm limping around, they're limping around, but we're making it, and somehow we enjoy each other. So I don't know. My daughter says, I don't know, Mom. It looks like a hospice house in here. I said, I know, but we're going to make it. So my message today to my listeners is, you got to have some faith that maybe things are not what we expected. Maybe things are not going the way we had hoped, but we have to appreciate what we have and every day and have some faith that we're going to make it through this. So with that being said, that's my lecture for now. I really apologize for that, but I just felt it was important to talk about. Our first caller is area code 920. How are you today?
Hi, Carolan. I'm fine. I think I'm in a little bit better shape than you are.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear about your animals and your knee.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Just whining. I'll be all right.
I hope you have some healing soon.
Thank you. Thank you. What can I help you with?
So, Carolan, earlier this year I lost my mom. And my whole life, I did a lot of caretaking around her for the last couple years, and my whole life is changing. I mean, the winds of change are upon me. I'm just wondering if you can sense anybody in spirit. I have a husband in spirit and, others. But I'm just wondering if you can sense anything and, have a message for me.
Okay. And what's your first name, dear?
Amy.
Amy. Okay. You probably said that. I didn't hear it. And you lost your mom and your husband, right?
Right.
Okay. Did you have a husky dog at one time? I have a husky here. I don't know who
not
he's
a husky.
associated.
No.
Not a husky. Okay, he must be for somebody else. That was the first thing that I get. As far as your husband, was this is a bit ago. Your husband passed away a bit ago, and was that from? I kind of get was it a sudden illness or something not unexpected?
Yeah, it was. Almost 10 years ago, or 18 years ago now. I'm sorry, I misspoke. And he was diagnosed with cancer, and within 3 months he was gone.
Okay, yeah, because I got the word sudden with him. And he said, what the great thing is? You really don't have time to prepare, so that's pretty good. He said that was pretty good for him, not for you. But I see what he's saying because you have a tendency to, he's glad that he didn't have to mope around a lot. I apologize to you for leaving so quickly, but obviously it was not his fault. Thank you for everything that you did for me. That's the impression that I'm getting. I also feel I want to tell you, I'm pointing to my chest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there was a scar there, a port there or something, but he's got a nice chest, he's telling me.
Okay.
It's clear. His skin is clear, reasonably good health. What else is he saying? I feel, he's laughing. Did he have more hair on his chest than on his head, or did he have a hairy chest?
He had more hair on his head than his chest.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying.
He had great hair.
Okay. He's laughing about that. He's showing he's kind of modeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, wasn't gray at all.
Yeah. He's laughing about that, so he just wants to let you know that. I am feeling good. I want to say the name of Susie.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So he's acknowledging that name. He's giving that name to you. And I just want to let you know, he's calling you okay, I'll say it. He's saying doll baby. He is saying, you're my girl. you know. I'm feeling so much better. And he says, prayers to you. I also want to talk about, he's showing me hands, like maybe, like hands crossing, like maybe the clatter ring or two hands meeting or holding hands. Would that make sense to you? Something about maybe holding hands with you, or I don't know what that means, but that's what he's showing me. It's almost like, you ever see a clatter ring and the Celtic, the Irish ring that has the two hands and the heart in the middle?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, he's showing me that symbol. I'm not sure why, but I think it symbolizes you and him, even though he's not there, okay? But he's there in spirit.
Sister Susie, I think, has that. Is that the wedding ring?
Oh, yes, it could be, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah,
okay.
So there are issues with my sister Susie.
Oh, okay. That's what he's showing. Okay. Because it is a wedding ring, too. It's, they call it the clatter.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what he wants to say. He says she's always going to have issues. He says, I don't worry about her too much. I'm bringing her up because I know that maybe you had issues with her or there's something. He just wanted to let you know he's aware. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. His main focus is you, though, of course. So a little black poodle just walked past here, so I'm not sure who that belongs to, but I'm sure.
We had a black poodle growing up.
Oh, okay, good. I want to say to you, many blessings. I'm much stronger. I'm sorry to leave you. You did a great job. What else is he talking about? Was he patriotic or in the service of some sort?
Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
because he's giving me the American flag, and he wants to say thank you to everyone that came. That maybe he was honored or something, and he wants to say thank you for that. And also he says your mother is here. Now, I don't know if they got along or not on the earth plane, or if they even knew each other. But, yeah, I guess they did know each other, right? They're together now.
Oh, yeah, they were good friends.
Oh, okay, good, because they are together, and he wants to step aside and let your mother speak, but he's still here, so if you want to ask him anything. Your mother comes in also very heartfelt. I want to tell you thank you. I have this lovely blanket. It looks like somebody knitted this blanket. It's very soft and very nice, and I just want to say thank you for that. And I put it around you at this time. It's your turn for some comfort, is what she's saying to me. Did you know those little bows? They were popular, I don't know, when I was a kid. They were like little bows on a clip, on a hair clip, and you just clipped it into your hair. She's showing me a little red one, so I don't know if she used to clip that in your hair.
I'm not sure. She loved the color red.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm getting. It's like this little red bow. Okay. She says, yeah, I didn't care what color you liked. It's the color I liked, she said. Oh, God bless her. She's kind of quirky. I like her. She said, I have some things of Nana's. Was there a Nana? Or did she call her mother Nana or grandmother Nana? I don't know why she says Nana, but I have some things of Nana's.
Okay.
I also feel probably not as much iconic religious with her, but I feel a spirituality. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know if I'm quite, she said, I don't know if I was quite a believer in heaven, but I can let you know there is a heaven. So she's letting you know I'm okay over here. Also, my legs are much stronger. I feel really good. I don't know if she had a walker at some point or she had a problem or couldn't walk.
Okay.
But I feel she's showing me her legs, and her legs, it's funny, usually they show me like somebody younger. Usually they show me themselves younger. But she's showing me, she's like, middle-aged or older, and she's like, my legs are good.
Okay.
I can use my legs, and my hips feel good. And so she says, I feel really good. Would you understand that?
Yes, I would.
Okay. The message to you from both these lovely people, your husband and your mother. I almost feel like you're like, I don't know if I can keep going. Like this year I feel like I've gotten a few blows that I wasn't anticipating. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
It could be, okay. You have to let go. Your husband is saying you need to let go of things that aren't yours. And he goes, I know you're a caretaker, but some of these things aren't yours. Okay? Would you understand what he's talking about? Maybe a little minuscule family, whatever. He said, please don't stress yourself about that. Care for yourself. I want you to marry again if you haven't already, because you need to marry again. You need to have a life. Mm-hmm. You need to have somebody romance you, and your mother agrees. It's time for you. So what I feel is, 2019, the rest of this 6 months is kind of tough on everybody, so I'm going to put this out to all of our listeners who are patiently waiting. This is a preparation year in my unprofessional planetary opinion. I am not a star person. I don't know anything about astrology. I don't know anything about anything. All I can say to you from what I get from a lot of dead people that I talk to is that this is a preparation year, and 2020 is much brighter. It's like a brighter star. So let's put our ducks in a row. Let's make our list. What's not important? What is important? And I just had to do this for myself. What's important here? I had to divide things. I had to do some volunteer work. I was active in a spiritual center. It had to come down to my dog is sick. He needs me. I have to finish doing what I'm doing. I work from home. I do a lot of readings, some writing. I need to do this right now. So I had to concentrate. I had to cut some things out. So that's my suggestion to you is figure out what's important. We only have 24 hours a day. We only have so much energy. You've caretaken for years. You took care of your husband. You took care of your mother. It's time for you. So your husband is suggesting a romance, and it will happen if you allow this in your life. Mm-hmm. So that's about all I'm getting. Was there anything that you needed to know from either of them?
I always wanted somebody in my life before my mother passed, and so, just to have the companionship and somebody to lean on. I have lost family, since my mother has died, we have not seen eye to eye. So I was wondering if somebody else was going to be coming into my life.
Yes, someone else will be coming into your life if that is what you desire. I have more stability with a gentleman and I also feel that you need to get out more because, you're like me. I could stay home forever and never leave. If I didn't need groceries, I probably wouldn't leave. And I actually could have those delivered. But that's how I feel with you. I don't know if you used to dance, but my suggestion is to take like a Nia class or something. You know what Nia is?
No, I don't.
Look it up. It's NIA. It's really good. I'm going to go back into it. I really enjoyed it. It's for everybody. There's no standards or anything. It's a lot of fun. It's movement to music, and it's a lot of fun, and it lifts your spirits, and it trims your waistline without effort. It's wonderful. So that's where I'm at, and what it does to you mentally is the best. More so than yoga, because you will meet other people. I met a couple people. They took classes from me, got readings from me. We have very good friendships, so it was nice for me. I enjoyed people that were like me. A lot of loners, maybe, kind of a loner. So I think you'll enjoy that. So that's my advice. And when you're looking hot, by the end of August, September, by December, you got somebody's eye. You've caught somebody's eye.
Okay.
And this is a nice, stable gentleman, and your husband's going to guide you towards this. So that's about all I have, and I really kind of went too long. Everybody else is probably jumping up and down. I'm sorry. But sometimes I can't stop the flow, what's going on. So, Amy, make your list of what's important for you and go for it, girl, because it's your turn.
Okay. All right.
God bless
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
God bless you.
Thank you. Our next caller is 678. Thank you for waiting. How can I help you today?
Hello, my name is Casey, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Hi, Casey.
And, hey, how you doing?
All righty.
Yes, I just wanted to see if you see anything coming up good for my finances.
Did you just finish school, or you contemplating school?
No, ma'am, I haven't. Not yet.
Are you planning to do anything for the future, like a certification or some kind of course? Because the reason I'm asking is I do get the word school. You probably, how old are you? Do you mind if I ask?
I'm 39. I'll be 40 in September.
Oh, okay. Did you finish school, or is there something that needs to be finished? Because I feel like when you're looking at jobs or something, I think there's a certification program. It's a short something, and I don't know what that's in, but you might want to check that out. As far as finance, that would be the answer to your finances. I wish I could say you're going to win the lottery and the money's going to drop out of the sky, but I don't see that. What I see, something in depth. What are you talking about, Spirit? What are you talking about? I get intensive, in depth, maybe 3 months. That sounds crazy, but what do you do now for a living, dear?
Well, I sit with a 90-year elderly lady every day.
Right. You're a caretaker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a father or a grandfather that's passed? I have a male here who's very dominant in spirit, older man. Okay. Is it your dad or your granddad?
Granddad.
Granddad, okay. Here's what he says to me. You know, I like him because in his own way, he's kind of stylish, you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? He's nice looking and thinks he's nice looking, and he's a little stylish in his own way. And I feel he was a cool cat. I feel like that's what he says to me. I feel like I'm a cool cat. I feel people could talk to him. He has a good laugh. I like his laugh. And he says to you, you work so heartfelt. You are so heartfelt. Do you know what I'm saying? You give it from your heart. I feel there is another program. It's not expensive. I think it can be worked out. Are you with an agency, a caretaking agency?
Yeah, I am, but they are kind of like, you know, it's like getting paid up under the table.
Oh. I think you need to look at some other ones because I think there's some training or something. The reason I'm stressing on this certification or this thing, a program, is I think maybe you will switch to another agency, and there may be some training involved. You may not have to pay for it, or it's minimal, but I feel it gives you more a step up than what you're doing. That's the impression that I get. Your grandfather is nodding at me. He says, you know, she's so heartfelt, and I almost feel as if you're being taken advantage of.
Okay.
And I don't know how good the money is. If it's good, okay, that's good, but I will look into something else because she's 90. She's not going to live forever, God bless her. But there's more for you. There's more you could be doing. And what he's showing me is like what do you call that? IV. There's a line going in to a patient. You are putting an IV in their crook of their elbow. There's a bandage. You know, they're putting a surgical tape and a gauze pad over it, and something's going through. So it could either be saline, it could be anesthesia, it could be chemo, but there's something going on here. So you may need to be trained in that, and it's not long-term. It doesn't take forever, but there's something here, and it pays better than what you're doing. So please look into that. I hope it is helpful. Yes, 2020 is a better year for you, hon. And I also feel your grandfather is showing me, I don't know if there's his wife or there's another woman in spirit for you, but she's showing me red shoes, red pumps. or stilettos. I don't think they're stilettos, but I feel like I used to look pretty good when I got dressed. Would you know who this lady is? You do know who it is? Okay.
Yes, his wife, my grandma.
Okay. So she's saying, girl, come on. You know, this is taking too much of a toll on you, and you're worth more than this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's start looking. July, August, September. I like the month of September. I also want to say to you, do you have a granddaughter?
No, ma'am. I don't have any grandkids.
Okay. But you have children. You have older children.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
I want to say granddaughter to you. Don't know why. So I'm going to pass that on. Or maybe your grandfather's saying you're my granddaughter. But you never know. If you have kids, you never know what they're going to do, right? You never know they're going to have twins, kids, get married, not get married. Who knows? And I want to say to you, 2020 is a better year. Something about when you were 16. Don't forget who you were at 16. You had the world was your oyster, okay? And I don't want you to feel put upon. Your grandfather says, you've been knocked down a few times. You're a beautiful woman. You're very intelligent. You lead with your heart. You have a passion. And now you need to get paid for it, okay? So I hope that is helpful to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, doll. Thank you. Our next caller is area code 404. Can I help you?
Hello?
That's weird. Hi. I'm getting this weird clicking.
Can you hear me?
Barely. I had this really... my producer's saying you need to call back in. I am so sorry. She will pick up your area code. But there's something wrong with the phone. Okay, thank you. The next caller, we'll get back to 404. Your next caller is 952, area code. Hi, this is Carolan. How are you?
Hi, Carolan. My name's Julie. I'm doing great.
Good. What can we do with you today? What's going on?
Okay. Well, my dad just passed 3 weeks ago unexpectedly after a 6-week health battle, up and down, and things happening. And so I'm trying to see if it was really traumatic at the very end, and I wanted to see if it wasn't traumatic for him. And he had this huge funeral. I wanted to see if anything's coming through on how it went and if he's okay, because he left 50 people here in his immediate family with all his grandkids and great-grandkids and his kids and their kids, their husbands and wives. So,
was it traumatic in that family trauma, a family dissension or problem?
Well,
or was it traumatic in his passing? Was he thrashing? Was he having difficulty? He was having difficulty.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, he was pneumonia, aspiration pneumonia, and he was like drowning, and 3 of us had to watch this. So I wanted to see if he was okay.
Let me show you. Let me tell you what he's showing me. I don't know if he was a fisherman or not, but there is a lake here, and there is a gentleman with some kind of light plaid, not like a flannel, but a lighter plaid shirt. There's people on the shoreline. I want to show you that was he, he's telling me barrel-chested. Was he a bigger man?
No.
Okay, I don't know what barrel-chested means. Let me put that on the site. It may not be for you. I want to say to your father is saying to you, I am happy again. My chest, I see. Okay, excuse me, I got it. He felt like his chest, when he was passing, was like a balloon or something. Like he couldn't breathe. He couldn't get it out, and he couldn't get it in. Okay? That is long time over. And I can slip out of this rowboat and go for a swim. So I am back to my younger days of doing things, and I feel is reasonably physically active. Something about papers. He's talking about papers. So I don't know if he's referring to hospital papers, consent, or legal papers, or if that's what he did for a living. But he's showing me paperwork, some kind of paper.
Yeah, that's
okay.
We're dealing with all this.
Oh,
the
okay,
house
that's what he's talking
and all
about.
The papers.
Okay, okay. So he says, "I'm sorry about that." He said, "I wasn't prepared." So he apologizes for that. I want to say, I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared. He didn't want to think about things like that. Sort of, there's a denial factor. You know what I mean? But a nice gentleman. I feel like a nice guy. I like him, and I feel a sense of community with him. Did community support him, and was community there for him? The family, the neighbors, the church, or some organization there for him? Because he's remarking about thank you all for coming. So did he have a big funeral? Did you say?
Well, it was a real super big. Well, our family alone's like 50, but yeah, he had his circle of friends group there. He had neighbors.
Okay,
so.
Good. That's what he's saying. And I'm saying to him, because my doorkeeper, Walter, is telling me, you can judge a man by his friends, by the number of friends and acquaintances that like him. So that's a good judgment about your dad. So this was a good man, and people liked him, and it's really heartfelt. I really can feel that, and he's very grateful for that. He was a very stubborn individual at times, and I think he was very stubborn about this health thing. I don't think he wanted to go, frankly, and I think that was part of the problem. Someone on the other side was calling him. Was it his wife, his mother? I have a female calling him from heaven and said, it's time to go. You might have been trying to let him go, but it wasn't until he heard from heaven that he said, okay, I'm going to go. Was his wife passed or his mother passed?
Yeah,
okay.
Well, both, but my mom died 16 years ago.
Okay. So your mother was saying to him, come on now. It's time. Stop being such a pain. Actually, what she said, can you stop being such a pain in the ass? Excuse me. Sorry. Like, you're driving the kids crazy. Let's go. All right? And so he's like, okay. And so he knew he had something to go to heaven for. I don't know if he was a religious man or not, but he was really kind of unsure of the heaven part. And when your mother reached out to him and said, come on now. Come over here. He did. She reached her hand out to him. And I feel a lot of music and some swirling around. So I don't know if they danced at one time in their life, but I can tell you he is healthier now. He has the stamina. She is surrounded by good friends, too. And I like to cook. She's cooking something, or baking. Somebody's baking sheet cake, cornbread, something, a pan of something on the other side. So they are good, okay? And it's time for you now, is the impression that I get.
Yeah,
you're trying to be the family mediator. Don't bother, is the impression that I get. Just, okay?
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. I know there's some legal things. Just go through it. Let probate handle it, the legal professional handle it, and you're going to be okay. Do you have a daughter, may I ask?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes,
I want to say
do.
hello to your daughter, okay? From Spirit.
Yeah,
watching.
He wasn't ready to, just so happy. He just all of a sudden ended up with aspiration pneumonia, and they did a feeding tube. They tried all these things. It got worse and worse. It just happened so fast.
Yeah. That kind of pneumonia, I think they were trying to battle. They do have a protocol. I think they were trying to give him the best shot, and I think that's what he wanted, because I don't think he was ready to go. But your mother was like, enough is enough. That's basically what she said. I don't know if I got the impression that she would call a spade a spade. May I say that? That she wasn't afraid to say you're a pain in the ass or you're a pain in my ass. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to my producer if that's not what I'm supposed to say on the radio. But I want to tell you, she's like, come on now. You know, so he came. So that was very good. He owes a lot to your mother. And he owes a lot to you. So please take time for yourself. 2020, again, is better for you. I don't know what the month of December is of this year, but things are going to get easier. I want to say that everything's going to be wrapped up by December, okay? And so get ready to go. Yes, it's going to be wrapped up, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Make a call when I can make a full reading with you because I have so much to talk about, so I appreciate it.
Sure, no problem. I look forward to that. Please check out my website and we can work, okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, our next caller is area code 562. Hi, this is Carolan. How can I help you? Oh, sorry, 954. So glad my producer is all over this. My next caller is 954. Hi, it's Carolan. How can I help you?
Hi, Carolan. This is Mary. Thank you for taking my call. I'm kind of in the same boat with you as far as the pets. I had to put one of my cats to sleep that was only 3 years old last month, and the mother has been acting a little funny, and I'm hoping she's going to be all right. I'm wondering if you see me getting a cat anytime soon to replace the one I lost, or if I should wait.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, I'll give you what I'm getting.
Okay.
I almost feel like it's 2 kittens or 2 younger cats, 2
well,
siblings.
I'm only planning on adopting one.
I know.
And
I hate to tell you this, but that's what we're looking at here. I don't know if you're going to take one of 2 or both.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But really cute. Really, you're just going to fall in love.
I'm thinking of getting one the same color as the one I lost because I miss him.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, you can do that, but something's going to catch your eye, or someone's going to recommend this situation. I had wanted a big dog because I was buying a house. I wanted a big dog, and I got a big dog, like a 100-pound dog, and I didn't know he had cancer and all this. You know, nobody knew. And so I call him my third husband. That's how close we are. I mean, he barks at me and tells me when he wants to eat. And just trying to get him in the car is a feat and a half. So it was really a dramatic day last week. So I understand. I was very close to putting him down. And I've had to put many animals down. So my heart goes out to you. I know when you have to do something like that, it's really tough.
Well,
and
I'm thinking of making a move because I have my eye on something that is being built. It would be more affordable for me, and I'm wondering if you see that happening in the next couple months.
Would it be? Why am I getting 24? Would it be like 24 months, 2 to 4 months?
It might be more like 2 to 4 because
2 to 4.
It's supposed to be. They're going to be taking applications as of July 1st because the building should be there by October.
Okay, be first in line. Be first in line because this is a really nice contemporary feel here. Like
it's
simplistic.
Affordable and know what I'm looking for, and it'll be new.
It'll be new. It's affordable. It's lovely. You're going to love it. Nice. I feel like there's a view or there's grass or something. I feel like I have a nice view somewhere.
That would be nice.
Your cat will love it. She needs to be busy, and I think a pair of kittens would make her crazy. Just
crazy too.
That's
why I'm holding off because I don't know how many pets they allow.
Yeah, I would wait. One cat usually is not too much of a problem, and it's a low deposit. You can add later. You know, let's get the place first. Is my feeling.
That's what I'm thinking.
What's your cat's name that's in spirit? Let me see if we can make a connection.
His name is Spirit.
Oh, his name is Spirit. Well, that's easy.
Spirit is in Spirit, and I think the mother cat is.
Do I have a white leg or a white paw?
No.
Who's this cat with a white? I got a cat here, and what I'm getting is a white leg or a whiteness to it. What is that?
I had several I had to put down in the past, so they may have had white on their leg. I don't know.
Okay. So let me ask. Okay. Come on, Spirit, come through.
He was
I have a very handsome boy.
Yes.
A very handsome boy. I'm a handsome boy. My mommy says I'm a handsome boy.
Mhm.
Was this something he was born with?
He had turned out he had leukemia, and I never knew it.
Right. It wasn't your fault. This is
and he never was sick. And
no, my cat that died from leukemia. The week before she died, she was eating steak and getting her hair brushed.
And
the
my
next
cat
week she was
doing a happy dance and was really doing great. So he didn't even appear sick. And then he started showing signs quickly. Yeah, so that's what do they call that? Feline leukemia is a killer. So that just came with him. So he just wants you to know that came with him. He's doing very well. He says, my mommy says I'm a handsome boy. I'm doing very good in spirit. This other cat was showing me. The mother is seeing him. I see the mother look all around. She looks like down, and then she looks like he's jumping on the bed. He's all around. She sees him. Her eyes are moving. Yeah, she can see him. I know he's with us because I see the expression in her eyes. Yeah, she knows. It's true, I see it. Yeah. And, no, she knows. You that I have a good chance of going there. I'm also I'm encouraging a neighbor of mine who has some health issues as well, and I'm encouraging her, and she's going to be on the waiting list too. So I'm kind of trying to hope maybe she'll go with, also. And I feel like a Thelma and Louise feeling here, and I feel like it's almost like she's going to say, let's camp out the night before so we're first on the list. Yeah. That's the kind of impression I get with her. Like, she'll bring a thermos of coffee, and we're going to get there before they open, and we're getting in line. I mean, you could probably call. We put our names on the phone list, and she said, I'm going to keep calling. And I said, you don't have to. They say not to call more than once. Yeah, she's just going to keep it up until she drives them crazy. Yeah, we're both chomping at the bit because No, I feel it's good. I just got to get all your stuff done for that. Yeah, your income or whatever it is you got to do. And she's like, Spirit is saying, it's almost like you're going to be roomies. Roommates. So you might be right near each other. So yes, I do feel that's a very good for both of you. The problem is getting on that list and getting high up on that list. Yeah. And she's right. I would keep calling them or fill it out or fax it in or whatever it is you got to do or stand there in person. She said, well, bring lawn chairs. It's almost the impression that I get from Spirit is that you have, or maybe this is your cat, lawn chairs and a thermos of coffie. You're good to go. Yeah, that's how we feel. So, we're getting really anxious for that July 1st application opening. Yeah, we're gonna. So I'm looking at a move like September, October, perhaps, the latest, before the end of the year. So that's I'm kind of caging my bets there. But I feel like by Christmas, I'm hanging Christmas decorations. So so God be with you that happens. Do you think I'll be sharing that with someone or going on my own? Because right now I'm with someone. I don't see. The only person I see is this other lady. And this might be adjoining apartments or close by or something. I don't feel you and someone going. I just feel you. Would that be correct? I could be wrong here. I'm not sure at this time. Yeah, it's up in the air. It's up in the air in my mind. I prefer I like the aloneness of it, just because I think it's better for your mental health. So I think that's all I got. And your beautiful cat is swishing his tail. And lots of love to you, honey. Thank you so much, Carrie. Good luck with your animals, too. Thank you, hon. Okay, good night. My next caller is 614 area code. Hi, thanks for waiting. How can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering if you saw anything coming up for me as far as relationships.
What's your name?
Phil Sun.
Can you spell that for me? Oh, it's pretty. What did you ask me? What's coming up for you?
Any relationship.
Oh, relationship. Oh, my goodness. Would this be like your third almost serious relationship? You've had a couple before?
Well, I haven't had any, like, real official relationships at all, but I guess, like, I've connected with people before, yeah. So.
Okay. Do you have an uncle in spirit or an older, not an old man when he passed, but I have a gentleman here who is throwing dice, and he's like, it's the roll of the dice, and I like him. He's kind of jazzy, snappy kind of feeling here. I'm not sure what his relationship is to you. I'll have to delve into that. But what he's kind of telling me is, you know, you're sort of like a crowd pleaser, a people pleaser, and you're really starting to wonder, okay, I've had enough of this group front stuff. You know, I want a man to myself. And would that be correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you will have somebody. I feel the end of 2019, 2020, maybe April 2020. The reason it's going to take a while is because you have to make your list of what is negotiable with you. You have to make a list and write it down because you don't seem to get that. We're not having a slumber party here. What we're having is we're searching for a long-term soulmate connection. I hate to use that word, soulmate, but I feel that there is somebody for you, and I feel nice looking. I'm getting the back of his neck, and I feel like I have darker hair, nice hair, and I feel like I have a dark-skinned neck. Now, I don't know if it's tan or if he's like Italian or Hispanic or anything like that, but I feel his skin is darker back there, and I feel, I don't know why I'm not seeing his face, but I want to tell you his eyes are either light or you really notice them. I also have nice hands. I stick a pencil behind my ear. I almost feel like I'm like at Best Buy or an IT guy or something, computer smart kind of guy. And I like music. So there are things here. So you need to get out of your little hood, okay? And I almost feel like I need you to do grown-up things. What do you do for fun now, if I can ask?
I watch Netflix.
That's it. Honey, I'm 63. That's my fun. You're a lot younger than me. You need to get out and put some strappy heels on here. How am I going to get her to meet this? What is your suggestion, Spirit? What do you tell me? Every time I say the word spirit now, this cat comes from the previous reading. All right, you can go home now. It's all right. Very jazzy gentleman. You'll have to ask your family who this is. Might be a mother's brother, dad's brother, something like that. I feel very sharp, and I feel like I used to play dice, and that's the kind of guy I was. He thinks you are beautiful. You are a princess. You need to. What may I ask? What interest or what career path are you on right now?
To be honest, I don't have a set career path. I feel like I'm just kind of waiting until it fits me, I guess, because I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but I feel like it has to be. I'm not actually sure.
It has to do with what?
I'm not sure. I was going to say it'd be something where I don't have to, follow orders too much.
Oh, good luck. Good luck with that. I will tell you, it sounds like you need a whole sense of direction. No wonder this is going to take you till about April 2020. You will have one man, but you need to be clear on what you're passionate about. in your career path. He's not going to fix that for you. You need to figure that out for yourself and what you like to do. You have several aptitudes. I feel like numbers, I don't know if I'm crunching numbers or I need money or numbers are important for some reason. And I also feel you have a big heart and you are empathetic. You are helpful to people. Now, what does that talk about? I also see big animals. Like, I don't know if you want to go to Africa, if you want to take a safari, if you're into exotic animals, if you want to work with, I don't know what that's about. But I'm just going to share. I see giraffes and elephants and all that kind of thing. So I don't know, does that mean work in a zoo? Does that mean go to college? What I would suggest to you, if you can do it, is whatever a 2-year program is, get in it. It doesn't matter whether your degree is in basket weaving. You can always change. It's having the education, and that is, for a young woman, that's what you need. It doesn't matter what it's in. You can become a sous chef after you get a couple of years of community college under your belt. So does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, good. Go for it, girl. I would like to see you in school by January. Okay? So November, December, we're getting ready. Now look forward to the spring because there's a nice-looking man that just thinks you are the cat's meow. All right? So I have to move on, but I want to tell you lots of luck to you because you're going to do fine.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate this reading.
You're welcome. I think I can slip one more in here, maybe more. 978, are you there, please?
Oh, my God, I'm so glad I got through. Thank you. First-time caller.
I'm sorry you had to wait.
No, it was worth it. I listened to all the readings. My name is Kathleen. So many questions, so little time.
I know.
Oh, good God. All right, I didn't know if my mom or my dad, they're both in spirit, could tell you if my life will change for the better health-wise. I have lymphedema in both legs. There is no cure for it. I've done everything I can.
Mm-hmm.
And my legs swell. I had back surgery December 2017, and now my balance is off, and I had to sell my car. So I'm homebound, and I'm really a people person.
Right.
I used to go out all the time. Do you see any of this getting corrected?
Okay. So we have an inefficient lymph system going on here, correct? If we have edema in both legs, it looks like there's too much lymph fluid here. I almost feel like it's neurological or vagus.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that. I called a hospital not too far. It's a good hospital because I just had a procedure for AFib. And they said, you know, they really don't do anything for lymphatic fluid. There's really not much. And I've already had the massaging and the compression stocking.
Oh, and it didn't work? The massage didn't work?
All that old crap, yeah. But they're saying if my primary care has an MRI for peripheral vascular disease, or arterial
PVD, I think they call it.
PVD,
right?
Or
PVD,
arterial insufficiency, and they find something, then they can do something. Do you think it's the lymphatic?
Yes, I do. That's the first word I got. I'm not a medical professional, and I hate to give you that, but I've had some healers working with me, and that's what I get. And I feel the reason I'm getting that from Spirit must be for a reason. So if there is a test or a treatment, I would go for it. I feel that it's related to the back surgery is what I get from Spirit. I think that there can be some correction.
I had it long before the back surgery, though. The balance happened after the back surgery. But I had 2 female procedures years ago, and they never told me it would affect my lymph nodes, and I don't know if that was it.
No, I'll be honest with you, I feel like something was nicked, N-I-C-K-E-D.
What's that?
I feel, you know what I'm saying, in some kind of surgery, feel like something was nicked, either the sleeve of a vessel or something, but I feel this is somehow related to this back surgery, is worsening it. It's definitely lymphatic, though. So if you can get your doctor to order that test, there is going to be an improvement. Because once that we know we have that, it's not that they put drains in. It might be like, what's the medication they put people on? There might be a medication for this.
Diuretics don't work for lymphatic fluid, only for regular water retention.
Yeah, it's not water retention. It's not a water pill. It's something else. Anything that you can take for this lymphatic, something has gone wrong here. I do feel you going by New Year's. I feel you in a public place. If you have to Uber it or get a ride, I feel you with people by New Year's, by the end of December, New Year's.
Because right now, after the back problem, I walk with my balance off. I have to use a walker. I have a chairlift now in my home, which I didn't have before. The lymphedema, I can go out for a half hour and my legs are swollen, whether I sit or walk, and they're painful.
Right.
And
I know it's very painful. Do you have a cardiologist too?
Yeah, I just had a procedure on AFib, and I do have a regular cardiologist.
Okay. They're going to work with your primary. Get this testing done. This is solvable. It's not solvable. It's manageable. And there is the word that I get is it will improve. So I'm going to give you that because it's going to be treated. There is a medication. There is a test going to be done. What it's from, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know, but what I get is something.
The 2 things I had was my tubes tied, and then I had an ablation for heavy periods years ago. And
it's more like it's something else. I feel as though something has been nicked here, and that might be in back surgery. I'm not sure. You're going to have to ask.
One more question, if I may. My sisters haven't spoken to me since before my mother died. She died 13 years ago. And I wanted to know if they're going to speak to me again. I don't
Shame
feel
on them.
It wasn't my fault.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, your mother has passed?
Yeah, she died 2006.
She says shame on them. That's what I get. And I feel with a ferocity, like, okay, she's pissed off at them. They should be ashamed of themselves. You're not well. You're a sister. You know what? I have 3 older sisters, and I'm sure they wanted to drown me many times. I'm the youngest. They must feel like they're always bailing me out, and they have been very supportive. We don't get along all the time, but there is one thing that whether we want to talk to each other or not, whether we drive each other crazy or not, we still talk to each other.
Well,
I lost my mother. It was really devastating.
Molested by one of my brothers.
And that's what, they need to get over it.
Yeah, but will they ever talk to me again, or did it happen to one of them?
Because you exposed this.
After he died, but they knew his lifestyle.
Yeah. I think there has to be a coming to Jesus moment for them. I would keep the door open. It's not your responsibility to make it okay. You know, hon, you have people that care about you in your life that will take you if you're able to go out and do things. They want to be with you.
I had to sell my car because of all the leg problems.
That's all right. That's going to be worked on. So give yourself a break and know it's going to be worked on. We're going to get some kind of manageable solution here. Spirit's telling me that. I wouldn't make it up. They're telling me what I get is the lymphatic system. I get that test. I get there's a problem someplace, and it's got to be looked at. You're not a cardiac patient, so this should not be going on. And as far as your family, this is not unusual in an abuse family. The whistleblower usually gets, the messengers get shot. Look for a support group, please, and know that there's people in your life that really love you. Stop worrying about everything The car is okay. We don't need you driving. People will take you, and you're going to get this.
I know, but I don't want to rely on. I'm relying on someone that I'm dating. I'm not in love with him, and I almost feel like I'm using him to get me around. And I know
that's
he really
all right.
loves.
You know what? Whatever. He's glad to do it. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
But I want to meet someone who I'm.
You are going to meet someone. We have to take care of your health problems first. That's the initial thing. Because you can't do anything until you do that.
Okay, you think that's going to work out by when?
I want to see you in that doctor ASAP. I see a resolution. I'm thinking December because I see you in a public place, and I think you are celebrating New Year's. So let's go with that and have faith and think hopefully. Remember what I said at the beginning of the program. Doesn't always have to make sense. We don't always have to believe it. We just got to know. Whatever we got on our plate, we have to have the faith that we're going to be able to deal with this. And there is a solution.
I asked my primary care for help today, and he goes, well, I have to see if we can order a test, and da-da-da-da.
Well, it's insurance. So, and if he's not going to play along, go to somebody else. Okay? I got to end my show. Lots of love to you, Kathleen. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, hon.
Okay,
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, listeners. I hope that you tune in next week. Thank you so much for calling. It's my pleasure. You made my day. I love speaking with you. Thank you for tuning in to In the Psychic Flow with me, Carolan. God bless you. Have a good night.